Okay, cool, sweet. All right, so welcome you guys. Yeah, so I'll just go over a couple of things. We're gonna start with 5 minutes of calisthenics, so non-yoga warm-ups, just to warm up the body. You know, normally when we do hot yoga, we go into a hot room and we purposely inhale warm air to warm up the body from the inside out, but unless you happen to be in a 105-degree room, which if you are, I'm super jealous of you, but unless you're in that, we're just gonna do some warm-ups to increase cardio at the beginning of class. If you don't wanna do it, you don't have to, but for me, it's been good and just, you know, good little workout. So we'll do that, and then we'll start with the traditional 26 and 2 for the other 85 minutes. And yeah, some cool things about being in a non-heated room, or like you might not fatigue as quickly. So sometimes like I have to take a lot of breaks in class. You might still need to take breaks, but you might not. Also grip strength is a lot easier. Your hands won't slide as much, so you can like hold on to your ankle more and standing bow and stuff like that. But on the flip side of that, between lack of heat and then like general stress that a lot of you might be going through right now, your body might not be quite as like open as you're used to. So just remember to take it easy. Don't feel like you have to like push yourself to the extreme. You know, a lot of times in a regular Bikram class, we're like, go beyond your flexibility. Don't feel like you need to go beyond your flexibility, okay? Cool, all right, so we're gonna start with a warm up here, and we're just gonna march in place to begin. So again, we're just kind of waking up the body here. You're trying to keep your spine straight, lifting your knees up in line with your hips. Okay, you can stay at this pace, or you can start to pick it up, maybe tapping the other knee. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into some jumping jacks. So fun. And if you're joining late, we're just warming up with a couple minutes of calisthenics before we start the Bikram sequence. So glad you guys are all here. Ooh. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into a plank. So, we want shoulders over wrists, spreading the shoulders apart, rooting down through all the corners of the hands, lift your heels, thighs, pull your belly in. You can stay here, you can also be on your knees or on your forearms, okay? You can stay in plank, or you can try to bring right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow, right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow, and then pick up the pace for mountain climbers. Again, just warming up the body at the beginning of class. Trying to keep shoulders over wrists, looking a few feet ahead of you, stomach in. Spreading the fingers apart. Okay, holding the plank again, back to plank. Everybody's doing great. Okay, we're gonna go back to jumping jacks. Woo! Again, just warming up the body from the inside out. Woo! Getting the heart rate up before class even starts. Okay, and we'll finish jogging in place. So in yoga, if you want to go into a posture, step 1, 2, 3, you want to reverse out safely, step 3, 2, 1. And that's what we did here. We started with jogging, then jumping jacks, plank, stair climbers, pardon me, mountain climbers, plank, jumping jacks, and we're finishing reversing out with the running in place. Awesome, all right, good for you, high five team. So from here, we're gonna start with 2 sets of pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs, respiratory system. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth all the time. Breathe deep against the back of your throat. Your nose and your mouth are just a passageway. Breathe as much as possible, as long as possible, as slow as possible. Don't forget to have fun. So feet together, toes, heels, touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers. Cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, head down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Keep your eyes open so you don't get dizzy. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward, elbows touching away from your chest. Good. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down to parallel. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back to the wall behind you. Elbows forward, touching away from your body. Inhale, head down. Breathing in through the nose, down through the throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're clogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Keep exhaling, empty your lungs. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push and squeeze. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out just like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. 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 Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more. In the first set, chin down, look straight ahead, lift your elbows up, keep the weight in your heels. Exhale, head up. No need to force the neck back. If it doesn't drop back all the way, that's okay. Slowly, nose up to the ceiling, elbows forward towards your mirror. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set, spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push. Squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders, your head. So we do 2 of almost everything. Second set might be a little bit more familiar. Maybe you can breathe deeper, feet still together, toes, heels touching. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin so your top thumb should be pushing ever so slightly into your throat. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt. Maybe lick your lips, swallow a couple times, and here we go. Begin, inhale, head down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, against the back of the throat, creating a little bit of a vibration, snoring sensation. Exhale, head up, use your throat muscles. Think of your throat like a valve, constricted, breathe slower, longer. Exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Notice if you're rocking back and forth or side to side, root down through the heels, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in the heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, stomach, 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 marsha, 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 depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up, suck it in, hold it in tight, keep your abdominal wall engaged even as you push the air out. Exhale, more elbows touch. Inhale, head down. So think about opening your rib cage wide here. You're expanding your lung capacity, expanding your rib cage. Exhale, head up. Just the head drops back, no backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. 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 Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more in the second set. Look straight ahead. Can you bring your elbows back as well as up? Stretch up, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Preparing for the last breath by really emptying the lungs. Push all the air out. Exhale a little bit more than you think you can. Should be gasping for air. Elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the second set. Spine a little longer. Elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Change. Arms down. Wonderful. You can roll out your neck, your shoulders. So we'll continue with Matsyendrasana with Tadasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Have your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. You're gonna interlock your fingers, release your index fingers and cross your thumbs. It's like Charlie's Angel's hand. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little bit taller. And again, you know, it's been kind of a stressful few weeks or a month or a year, feels like a year. And also we're not in a super hot room. So just remember, in this posture and in all of the postures, you might not go as far, and that's okay. Just taking some time for yourself, taking some time to breathe. It's wonderful. In and of itself, doesn't really matter how deep you go into the postures. Okay, when you can't stretch anymore, stop in the middle, half moon pose. So bring the weight into your heels, lock your legs, and push your hips a little forward, especially my flexy folks. Make sure you're not sticking your butt out. Hips forward, suck your stomach in, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist. Try to touch the ceiling, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day. There's no rush. Know where you have to be. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. For the rest of class, we're going to breathe through the nose. When we breathe through the nose, we tell the central nervous system that there's no need to fight, flight, or freeze. So if you ever find that you're holding your breath or you want to breathe through your mouth, slow down and ease up. Make your breath your #1 priority. Probably a good idea after class as well. Okay, once you can breathe, let's focus on more alignment than depth. So bring the weight back into your heels, lock your legs, and push your hips a little forward. Suck your stomach in. Keep your arms touching with your ears. Push your left hip forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. So reset the spine, hips forward, arms back. Keep the weight in your heels. Stretch up out of your waist. Try to touch the ceiling. Absolutely straight line. Slowly bend your body to the left. Without bending elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the right beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the right side of your body, but don't collapse. Lift your chin, lift your chest. You want to see your whole throat visible in the front mirror and your computer screen. So notice if the chin is tucking to the chest, the shoulders are tensing, and the elbows are bending. Lift your chin, relax your shoulders, lock your arms. Bring the weight back into your heels, squeeze your thighs, your butt, and push your hips forward. Hips and pelvis should be opening to the front mirror. Suck your stomach in, keep your chin and chest lifted. Push your right hip forward, lining up the hips, left shoulder forward, lining up the shoulders, 2 arms in 1 line. Get a little deeper at the end, come down, push, and push, and push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open and relax your head all the way back. I'll show you from the side. So it starts at the neck. You're going to drop your head all the way back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you, and then start to bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Full spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine. Backward bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Lock your legs. Inhale, breathing. Push stomach, thighs, hips. Everything forward towards the mirror beyond your flexibility, and bring your arms back. Look back. Fall back. Way back. Go back. More back. Change. Awesome. Inhale to come up. Stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees. Go down with a straight spine. Put your hands on the floor. And then go for a walk. Move your hips. Shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, and flexible. So one thing I've noticed in the last couple weeks is that my hamstrings are much tighter between not being in a hot room all the time and also like walking around a lot more. My hamstrings have tightened up, right? So just take that into account when you're moving into this posture, that you can keep your knees bent the whole time, no problem. Tadasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees, touch your stomach to your thighs. At first, you're grabbing the backs of your calves, eventually grabbing your heels from underneath, all 10 fingers together. Notice how my elbows are bending. Really try to touch elbows together behind you, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, drop your head, touch your face to your shins, below your knees. No room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Do your best, no more. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Think about lengthening your spine. Good. Change. Come up with a straight spine. Knees can bend. Keep your arms with your ears. Wonderful. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top. Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you. Stretch all the way up out of your waist and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. So traditionally in this class, we say second set, go deeper, beyond your flexibility, but that doesn't have to happen today. Think instead like this. The first set is diagnostic. The second set is medicinal. So in the first set, you're just checking in. Was it too easy, too hard? Could you breathe through your nose? Second set, depending on what information you gathered, maybe you go deeper, maybe you do a little bit less, whatever works for you. Focusing on form, bring the weight back into your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back, slide your breastbone up, push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Maybe get deeper at the end, come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, reset, hips forward, arms back, stretch up out of your waist, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room, push your right heel into the floor, push your left heel into the floor, come down, push your hips a little bit further to the right, still breathing. In and out through the nose. Bring the weight back into the heels, hips a little more forward, head and arms back. Push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, left armpit forward, left rib cage forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open and relax your head all the way back. Look for the floor behind you and then start to trace your fingers along the ceiling, trying to touch the wall, maybe the floor behind you. It's a little bit hard for me to talk and practice at the same time. So second set, you'll just hear a little bit of silence here as we all back bend together. When you're ready, change, slowly come up, suck your stomach in, stretch up, and then bend your knees, hinge at your hips, go down with a straight spine. Put your hands on the floor, relax your neck and head, move your hips again. Second set, hands to feet pose. Notice what's a little bit more loose, what's still a little tight, and remember there's no right or wrong. Every day is different, every body is different, so just checking in with your body, right? That's a big benefit of this yoga, not even the strength or the flexibility, but just like the opportunity to check in, okay? Hands to feet pose, second set. Grab your heels from behind, all 10 fingers pointing in the same direction as your toes. Bend your elbows back, touch stomach to thighs. Do your best, chest to knees. Remember, knees can stay bent, one day touching face to the shins, below the knees. No room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and gently lift your hips up. Eventually, the legs will lock. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Take it easy.
Push the big toes down, push your knuckles down, push your butt up, push your knees back, squeeze your thighs, lock your legs, lock your legs, lock your legs. Change, come up with a straight spine, knees can bend. Great. Arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches hip width distance, not too big of a step. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees and sit down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight. Bring a little bit more weight back into your heels. Can you sit down 1 more inch? Good. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Now come up all the way on your tippy toes maximum, like a ballerina. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling, bend your knees and sit down. So for this one, notice if you're leaning forward and sticking your butt out, lean back and push the hips forward. Touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Lift your heels up, knees up, spine straight, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below the chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part. Still breathing, heels down, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little bit off the floor, and slowly sit down. There's no obligation to sit all the way down. Little snap, crackle, pop is okay. It's just the shifting in synovial fluid, the lubrication of your joints. Stop when you're a ½ inch off your heels. So squeeze your knees together and forward, pull your belly in, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Very nice. Heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Good. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight. I'll show you from the side in the second set. Suck your stomach in, 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, sit down into a chair. So eventually, thighs parallel to the floor, feet flat, weight in the heels, spine straight at first. Suck your stomach in, and lean your upper body back. Roll the shoulders back and down, keep your chin and chest lifted, a little bit more weight back into the heels, stick your butt out more, sit down more, suck your stomach in, chin up, chest up. Change, inhale to come up, push yourself up. Now come up all the way on your tiptoes like stiletto heels. Press the hips forward, keep your spine straight, squeeze your butt, bend your knees, and sit down. So we're starting to flirt with balance. You might shake or sink lower than you should. That's okay, you're building strength for later. Everybody hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come just a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. And there's no obligation to sit all the way down. If you're sitting down, notice if like the knees are up and you're leaning back, squeeze your knees together and forward. Come a ½ inch off your heels, building lots of strength in the body. Pull your belly in and change. Slowly come up. Awesome. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. One more posture, then we drink water together. Eagle Garasana. Look at your arms. Identify which arm is right, which arm is left. Don't mix them up. Please note that I'm not mirroring you. So when I say right arm under left arm, just follow that. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, right arm under your left arm, right elbow under the left elbow, right arm under the left elbow. You have lots of options. You can grab opposite shoulders, a thumb. You can interlock fingers. One day, hands in prayer. Make sure thumbs towards your face. Pinky fingers away from the face. Okay, bend your knees and sit down first, just like the last posture, and hips into a chair. Stay down there and bring your right leg up and over your left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs each other, twist like wet ropes. One day hooking the right foot behind the left calf muscle. See all 5 toes visible in the front mirror. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Sit down more. Suck your stomach in, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, left arm, under right arm, left under right, left elbow, under right elbow. Again, you can grab shoulders, have hands together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Bend your knees, sit down first, hips low. Keep your hips down and bring your left leg up and over your right leg. Point your left toes towards your calf at first. The leg doesn't go very far, right? But eventually, hooking the foot behind the calf muscle, breathing in and out through the nose.
So you're trying to get everything in the center line of your body. Notice if your hands are like to one side of your face, try to steer your hands back to center. Pull the elbows down. Start to sit a little bit lower. Bring the weight back into your heel. Knees to the left, upper body to the right. Arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, second set. Exhale, right arm, under left arm, palms together, thumbs towards the face. Bend your knees, sit down first. One step at a time, chest up, and bring your right leg up and over your left leg. Think hamstring over quadricep. Cross twist, breathe slowly in and out through the nose. So bring your hands to the right, back to center, and then pull the left shoulder down. Trying to even out shoulders, hips. You want all the major joints squeezing, compressing, opening. It's great posture to open the joints. Think about pushing your palms together, squeezing elbows, inner thighs, knees together, sit a little bit lower. Suck your stomach in, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change feet together, inhale your arms over your head, last one, finish strong. Bring your left arm under your right arm, twist like wet ropes, bend your knees, sit low, get low, get low, get low, and bring your left leg up and over your right leg, cross twist, breathe slowly, in and out through your nose. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, sit your hips down like you're sitting down into a chair, maximum weight in your heel, lift your chin up, chest up, change, good, feet together, inhale your arms over your head, exhale, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want, everybody's doing great. Cheers, my friends. Woohoo! Cheers, guys. Awesome. Love you guys. Okay, cool. So for the next three postures, we'll continue to balance on one leg. Remember, if you fall out, just hop back in. So you always finish standing on one leg. Okay, let's do it. Standing head to knee. Dandayamana Janu Shirasana. Shift your weight to your left leg. Lock your left leg. Wipe your hands if you need to, but again, your grip strength might be a little bit better today. Lift your right leg up. You can stay here. As you're ready, slowly rounding forward. Pull your belly in as you round forward to protect your back. Please keep your abdominal wall engaged the whole time. From start to finish, keep your left leg locked. Left leg should be solid. Concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. If you've been coming for a while and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Take a deep breath, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If your left leg is bending, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an upside down L. Like Linda, start to bend your elbows down. Stomach in, touch your elbows to your calf muscles, stomach in. One day elbows go below your calf muscles. Lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. Change, slowly, reverse, out. Shift your weight to your right leg so your big toe points forward. You want to contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Evenly distribute your body weight on all four corners of your standing foot. So if your big toe keeps coming off the floor in the posture, you're probably leaning back too much. You want to keep the hip over the ankle, standing leg locked. Lift your left leg up. You can stay here with your abdominal wall engaged. As you're ready, slowly rounding forward. So one day you pick up your left foot. Suck your stomach in, and if your big toe's coming off the floor a lot, try to lean forward more. So from the side, hip over the ankle, contract your right quadricep muscle, lock your right leg. If you know your right leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, slowly lift your left leg up. Take your time, listen to your body, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. Even if you're in the setup, flex your left toes back towards your face. It's a really great way to stretch through the Achilles, even the calf and the hamstring. So if both legs lock, you should feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, maybe even a cramp on your thighs. Then only bend your elbows down. Keep your stomach in, touch your elbows to your calf muscles. Don't stop there. Keep bending the elbows down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. Good, change, slowly, reverse, out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. So what did first set tell you? Yeah, if it was like a little bit too much, you're having trouble breathing or balancing, do second set, go a little slower. If first set was like easy peasy pumpkin easy, maybe go a little bit deeper, but again, never overstretching the body, yeah? Okay, second set, here you go. Lock your leg, round forward, pick up your right foot. The grip should be like you're helping a friend over a fence, right, Peter? Even your thumbs under your foot, lock your left leg, suck your stomach in. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. Still breathing in and out through the nose. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. If elbows go below your calf muscles and still you can balance comfortably, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. When you're ready, slowly reverse out. Good for you. Last one. Remember, if you fall out, hop back in. Shift your weight to your right leg. Big toe points forward, round forward. Pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Really nice tight grip. Pull your belly in, hips forward. Push your right big toe down. Flex your left toes back and go for it. Going to your deepest point and then holding still. It's the stillness and breath that really makes this yoga rather than acrobatics. Yeah, you want to find a place where you can hold still and breathe. And when you're ready, change. Wonderful, good for you. So that was a forward curl, right? You rounded the spine and squeezed into the stomach. Next we do a back bend, opening the chest, bending the spine. If you've never done this style of yoga before, the next posture is called standing bow pulling pose. And as a beginner, you're welcome to just grab your foot from the outside. Know that eventually you'll walk your hand around and grab from the inside. So standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up, arm with your ear, knees together to start. Lift your chin, take a deep breath, stretch up. And when you can't stretch up anymore, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. At first, you're just finding a place where you can hold still and breathe. Once you can breathe, once you feel balanced, come deeper. Bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up until your right shoulder disappears behind your left shoulder. 2 shoulders in line. Try to touch your chin and shoulder together. Shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. If you fall out, hop back in, kick harder. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward, try to touch the front mirror, whatever's in front of you, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Other side, so again, you're welcome to grab your foot from the outside. Otherwise, bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back. Without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your left ankle at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up. Notice if your arm is way far away from your ear. Try to touch your bicep to your ear. Lift your chin, stretch up. Try to touch shoulder and chin together. And now charge your body forward as you kick your left leg back and up. Take your time. So especially in a non-heated room, I've noticed that my hips are a little bit more out of alignment, eventually getting the 2 hips in line. So notice if your left hip is lifting way up or your foot's coming to the right of your head, try to keep your left leg invisible behind your torso. One day the foot comes directly over the top of your head like a feather in your cap. Slowly come down, but keep the backward bend. Chin and chest should be lifted the whole time. Slide the right shoulder forward. Try to touch your shoulder and chin together. All 5 fingers together. Thumb with your index finger. Palm of your right hand should face the floor. Get your right arm parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Body down more, heel up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Ooh, feet together, arms down. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And a slow exhale through your nose. Second set, a little bit shorter. Bring your right hand up, bring it out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone. Left arm up, arm with your ear, give each other a high five for doing fast today. Go team. So notice if one hip is higher than the other, you're gonna start with the hips in line, right hip down, left arm up, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward towards the mirror, breathe in and out through your nose. It's a back bend. Let the belly relax. Keep your chin and chest lifted, standing leg locked. To get a deeper left hamstring stretch, bring the body down more, leg up more,
Reach forward a little bit more, chin and shoulder touch. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Coming up, kicking yourself out. Last one, bring your left hand up, you can do it. Bring your hand out to the left, don't give up. Pick up the inside of your left ankle at the ankle bone. Right arm up, arm with your ear. Lift your chin, lift your chest, stretch up one more time. Squeeze your right butt cheek and slowly kick. Stretch and breathe. Standing bow pulling pose, a bow like an archery. Some people say that your right arm makes an arrow piercing the air. Left leg and arm make a bow. Iyengar takes it a step further. He says body is the bow, posture is the arrow, but the target is the soul. Doesn't really matter if you can do the standing splits, but it matters deeply that you can sit with yourself. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Come to the back of your mat and towel right away. Dandasana balancing stick. This next posture is only 10 seconds. Yay! You have to make up your mind to use 100% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over. Feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways. Palms together. Interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Bring your head and arms back. Lift your chin. Stretch up. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Lock both legs. Shift your weight to your right foot. Point your left toes and slowly tilt like a seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs. Everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like tongue, not a broken umbrella. Squeeze your palms together, point your left toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. Lean back and stretch up. So you want to keep a straight spine here. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left leg, lock both legs, point your right toes, and slowly tilt. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you. Shoulder blade, scapula, coming out of the body. Right hip down, two hips in line, point your right toes, suck your stomach in, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, hold still. When able, finding a little bit of stillness and breath between every posture. Second set, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross your thumbs, bring your head and arms back. Step your right foot forward, push your right big toe down, point your left toes and tilt. So notice if one hip is higher than the other, try to get your two hips in line. As Shakira says, hips don't lie, so left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, suck your stomach in, body down, heel up, heel up, heel up, stretch, change. Left foot down, you've got it, right foot back, last one. You can do it, step your left foot forward, evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot, point your right toes, tilt. As you're ready, bringing more weight forward into your left big toe until you can almost pick your heel off the floor. Body down more, heel up more, charge your body forward, touch your arms to your ears, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, good for you. Left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat and tell high five. So you're gonna turn to the right. So you're gonna face the long side of your mat. Standing separate legs stretching, Dandayamana Vikaptapada Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in so your feet are pigeon toe. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Look forward all the way down. As a beginner, or just if you have tight hamstrings today, put your hands on the floor in front of you, and rather than sinking the weight into the heels, roll forward and push the big toes down until the heels are almost off the floor. Yeah, hips directly over the ankles, no bend in the knee. Squeeze your thighs, lock your legs. If this is easy, see if you can grab the outsides of your feet so you can pull. And if that's easy, grab your heels from behind so you can pull. Everybody roll forward like a wheel. Push your big toes down, lift your hips up, lock your legs, thighs tight. First the legs stretching, then the hips stretching. Lower spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead. Touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up. Step your right foot back to the place, arms over your head, arms down. Awesome. So if in first set, you could touch your head to the floor, no problem. Take a smaller step. If it was really hard to touch your head to the floor, maybe take a little bit of a bigger step. So at least 4 feet, like bigger than a yardstick, bigger than a meter between your heels. Ready? 2 heels in line. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Turn your toes in, heels out. Lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. Lead with your heart all the way down. If you don't have a heart, lead with your lower ribs all the way down. Keep coming back to yoga. You will cry at some point. If you can't grab your heels, do so. Rather than having the arms straight, bend your elbows. Try to touch elbows to calves. Lift your shoulders up to the ceiling. Pull your belly button into the spine and roll forward. Everybody push your big toes down. Push your knuckles down. Push your big toes down. Push your butt up. Push your knees back. If you got it, go for it. Drop your head. Touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up, straight spine, hinging at the hips. Nice, right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. You can grab a quick sip of water here if you want. Everybody's doing great. Okay, so next is Triangle Pose Trikonasana. We say that this is the summit of the standing series. Some people call this posture a marriage between the heart and the lungs. So you can do this posture same way we did the last one on the long side of your mat, okay? But I'm going to do it facing you so that you can see. Triangle Trikonasana, standing at the top of your mat. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Big step, arms down parallel to the floor. So this is the biggest step we take in class. Like my feet are under my hands. It's a wingspan step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out. Make sure your two heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right leg, lunge. So eventually, you will get your right thigh parallel to the floor, knee over the ankle, but not beyond the ankle. If your step is too short, the knee will go beyond the ankle, hurting the knee, and you won't sit down very low, so you can't open your hips. Taking a bigger step will help you sit down more. Keep your spine straight, and just move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe in and out through the nose. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your whole left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, turn your right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Bend your left leg and lunge. You might turn your back right foot in a little bit to rotate the hip, and then you can sit down even more. So one day the left leg should make an upside down L, like Linda. Push your hips forward, keep your spine straight in the middle, squeeze your butt cheeks, and move your arms. Left elbow in front of the knee. You want to aim your fingers towards your big and second toe, but in this version of triangle, don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Come up, just the elbow in front of the knee, and look up, stretch up. So really reach the right arm up. You want one long diagonal line from your right ankle all the way up to the crown of your head. So hips down more, chest up more, stretch your arms apart, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, turn your left toes in, right foot back to the place, arms over your head, arms down, take a slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose. Okay, second set, Triangle Trikonasana. Let's do it. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Remember, big step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out, and you can turn your left toes in a little bit. That helps you sit down. Bend your right leg, lunge. So you're trying to simultaneously open your hips to the floor and your chest towards the front wall, front mirror. Keep your spine straight and just move your arms. Sitting down, elbow in front of the knee. Aim your fingers towards your big and second toe. Notice if your foot is, your left foot's like rolling off, or if your left toes are turning out. Keep your left foot flat on the floor and contract the left thigh muscles. Again, one long line from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Use your triceps, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, stomach in, lock your left leg, left foot flat on the floor. Change, turn your right toes in, left toes out, kind of like the hokey pokey. Make sure your two heels are in line. Bend your left leg, lunge. Bounce a couple times to gain control. Start to sit as low as you can. Stay down there and move your arms. So notice if your right hip is higher than your left hip. Push your right hip forward and down to get your two hips in line with your knee. Push your left knee back with the help of your ankle. So notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, you want the knee directly tracking with your ankle. Look up and stretch up. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, squeeze your right butt, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, turn your left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Good for you, high five. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana Bikattapada, Jani Shrasana. So in the last posture, triangle, that one's called a marriage of the heart and the lungs. This next one, some people call a marriage of the pancreas and the kidneys, which I always think is kind of fun. So again, you can do this one facing the long side of your mat, but I'm gonna do it facing you, ready? Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, just cross your thumbs. Step your right foot to the right 3 to 4 feet, a little bit of a smaller step, but still generous. Pivot on your heels, face the back of your mat. Turn your back foot into a 45-degree angle. Once your left toes are turned in, push your left hip, left shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times forward beyond your flexibility. So 2 hips in one line, 2 heels in a line, backside foot should make a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Chin, tuck to chest. Suck your stomach in, touch your forehead to your knee. Now, if you're looking at your forehead right now and going, there's no way I can touch my knee to my head, try taking a little bit of a bigger step, and then bend your right leg. Touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers just beyond your big and second toes, suck your stomach in. Bring maximum weight to your right front leg, right hip up, left hip forward and down, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Vertebra, right vertebra, right vertebra, head up last. Nice, pivot on your heels, pivot on your heels. So you should be facing the front of your mat now. Turn your back right foot in and then push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. So hips and shoulders opening to the front of your mat. Notice if like the spine or hips are twisting. Stretch up as tall as you can. Tuck your chin to your chest and you go down. Arms with your ears, chin tucked to chest, suck your stomach in. And you can bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Now touching your forehead and knee together might sound arbitrary, like what's the big deal? But it's kind of a miracle. Think about it. If you can touch your forehead to your knee, you can round your whole upper body over half of your lower body. True extension of the spine, true compression of the stomach, suck your stomach in. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Press the right hip forward all the way up so you're not twisting your spine in transition. Head up last. Nice. Pivot on your heels. Right foot back. Arms down. Wonderful. Second set, standing separate leg, head to knee pose. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, just the thumbs crossed. Step your right foot to the right, 3 feet, 36 inches. Pivot on your heels, face the back wall. Push your left hip forward, peel your right rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Arms with your ears, one day arms behind your ears, push your head down, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knees. So they call this one a marriage of the pancreas and the kidneys. They say it like traditionally in this class, if you can pull your belly in enough, you start to squeeze into the pancreas on the deepest level of the abdominal wall. And at the same time as you round your spine, you start to stretch the kidneys on the lower middle back. So there's this idea that like your pancreas and kidneys can actually squeeze together. Whether or not that's true, it's up for you to decipher, but this is master posture for the glandular endocrine system. You're squeezing into thyroid, parathyroid, or the throat chakra, pulling the belly in, massaging the internal organs. It's a great way to round and stretch your neck and spine. Push your forehead into your knee to stretch your hamstrings, hands together to test your balance. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the front of your mat. Make sure you still have 3 to 4 feet between your feet, and your heels should be in a line but not crisscross. Yeah, if your heels are crisscross, it might look pretty, but it's really hard to balance. Turn your back foot in, push your right hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Can you keep your hands together? Maybe not, but go ahead and try. All 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond the big and second toe. If your hands have separated, try to walk them back together, not because you have to, but because you can. That's the spirit of the class. One day thumbs together, one day palms together. Left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line, stomach in. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest. Arms with your ears, head up last. Very nice. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down without touching. Water, bend, just kidding, without touching. Towels or water. Turn, face yourself in the front mirror for tree pose, toe stand, and then we take a big break. So tree pose, Tadasana, shift your weight to your left leg, walk your left leg, and lift your right leg up. At first, the foot is in front of the shin, one day the knee, one day the thigh. Eventually, you hold on to your right foot from underneath the foot with your left hand. So the sole of your foot should face the ceiling. You're welcome to hold on to your right knee with your right hand. Eventually, let the right knee drop, so 2 knees in line. Please notice that this tree pose is a little bit different from other styles of yoga, yeah? You want heel to costume, sole of foot flat to the ceiling. right knee down. You're trying to open your hips and knees to sit in lotus pose one day. You can bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance easily, left hand up. But if you have to like stick your butt out or if your foot starts to fall, just continue to hold on to your foot with your hand. Be more interested in opening your hips and knees than closing your hands. I'm sure there's a life lesson in there somewhere. So push the hips forward, belly in. Oh, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Think about temporarily eliminating any curvature in your spine. Good, change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg, contract your right thigh muscles, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling, never forcing the body. And you can hold on to your knee, you can have the foot a little lower, eventually heel to costume, slowly, gently, let your left knee drop down and back, never force your knees. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. This posture is a great reminder for me, at least, that we're not symmetrical. On the other side, I can kind of get my foot to stay, but in this side, my foot drops a whole bunch, yeah? So I'm just gonna keep holding on to my foot with my hand. Evenly distribute your body weight on all four corners of your right foot, lock your right leg, take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Very nice, change, slowly left leg down. Now you're welcome to do a second set of tree pose, but please do a second set of tree pose. It's not quite a break yet. Yes, you can do a second set of tree, or you can try another fun posture called toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, it helps with balance. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. This time, your foot can be anywhere above your knee, anywhere on the thigh. You can continue to hold on to your foot, or bring one or both hands together, namaskar. Without moving your eyes, you're gonna keep looking at that spot, suck your stomach in, and hinge at your hips. Go down with a flat back. Touch your hands to the floor. That might not happen today. You can dangle forward. If your hands touch the floor, walk your hands forward. Lean forward, you want shoulders over wrists. Lift your left heel, bend your knee, and sit down on your heel, stopping anywhere you need to. If you can sit on your heel today, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and breathe slowly through your nose. Bring your left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, namaskar. Elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Very nice. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor. You're welcome to come up on 2 feet or to reverse out. You're gonna lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push the hips forward to hinge back up at the hips. Nice, change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg, contract your right thigh muscles, and lift your left leg up. You can bring one or both hands together. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. Tuck your stomach in and fold forward. Especially as a beginner going down with a straight leg. Put your hands on the floor first. Walk your hands forward, almost like you're gonna do a handstand. Shoulders over wrists, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back. Maybe left knee down, point your left toes, try to get your 2 knees in line. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight. Come a half inch off your heel. Very nice. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, and you can come up on 2 feet or to reverse out, hips up to straighten the standing leg, and then hips forward to come up with a flat back, belly in. Good, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm gonna move my laptop to the floor. Okay, cool. So grab a sip of water and then turn around. We're on the floor for the rest of class, so fun. Flatten out my carpet here. Okay, so head to the front of your mat, feet to the back wall. Have your heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. When your limbs are close together like this, your heart and lungs don't have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and oxygen through the body. It's meant to be truly restorative. Take a slow inhale through your nose, and then even slower exhale through your nose. Slow inhale through the nose. Even slower exhale through the nose. Feel the spine softening onto the floor. Slow inhale through the nose. Even slower exhale through the nose, letting the shoulders, the hips, everything sink down. We continue. Paschimottanasana wind removing pose. Right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight, white knuckle grip. Grab your right shin, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your left leg on the floor. If your left calf muscle doesn't naturally touch the floor, you can always flex your left toes back to your face. Pull down a little extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen, massaging your ascending colon. Change, right leg down, grip releases, left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight white knuckle grip, grab your left shin just below the knee. Pull your knee out and down and hold. One day the knee will tuck under the armpit, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, just know that's where it's going. Notice if you're way rolling to the left here, try to anchor your right shoulder, right hip, full spine flat on the floor. Pull down a little extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower left abdomen to massage the descending colon. Yay. Change, left leg down, fingers flush out, and then both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. If you can't grab your elbows, no problem. You can grab your knees, you can interlock your hands, wrists, forearms, one day grabbing the elbows. In this version of Paschimottanasana, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, see if you can tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Squeeze tight. And change. Arms down, eyes open. Second set, right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down. So most people have a dominant grip, and in this yoga, we're always trying to even out the body, right? So if you notice that, your right index finger is always on top, switch out the grip, pull a little extra hard, squeeze tight, hold still. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down and hold. So this posture is great for digestion and it's good for grip strength as well. Yeah, like push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands, white knuckle grip, anti-arthritic grip. Change, left leg down, fingers flush out, both legs up. Grab your elbows each other, maybe other elbow on top. If it's easy to grab your elbows, palm your elbows, keep your head on the floor, 2 heels in line, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Massaging the transverse colon. And this posture is great for digestion. It's a nice way to give yourself 2 hugs every day. And slowly over time, the whole spine sinking down. Think about the neck, shoulders, middle spine, hips. Eventually, or in the future, whole spine flat on the floor. Good, change. Arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today, especially lower back pain, please take it easy and play it safe. You're just gonna roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, only cross your thumbs. They should make the Wu-Tang Clan symbol. Arms over your head, flex your toes back to your face, squeeze your butt. Lock your legs, keep your heels on the floor. Take a deep breath, hold the breath, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes, exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Nice, turn. Lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. So for this version of Cobra Pose, you're gonna walk your hands back until your fingers are below your shoulders, elbows should point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. So rather than having 2 feet, and this one, it's like you have 1 tail. Keep your feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, feet on the floor, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% lower spine strength. Come up halfway only. Keep your belly button on the floor, but lift your chin and chest. Notice if shoulders are tensing and elbows are wringing out, drop your shoulders, hug your arms in, try to touch your elbows to your hips. Don't forget about the cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. If you have a tight neck, you're welcome to bend your right hand up or even both hands up to take pressure off of the neck. Eventually, whole left ear flat on the floor. Great, second set. Place your hands flat on the floor. It's a bad yoga habit to spread the fingers and cup the palms. In this version, really active, conscious hands. So all 5 fingers, hands flat, not cupping, all 10 fingers pointing forward, feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor.
So for a lot of us, when we lock the legs, when we contract the quads, the knees lift up, but the feet and the hips stay grounded. This is a really effective way to isolate the lower back. So notice if your feet are coming apart or if the feet or hands are lifting up. To engage the back strength, press the palms down a little bit more, push the feet, hips down, look up towards the ceiling for a great stretch. You're stretching through the throat, the fascia on the chest, roll the shoulders back and down, feet together, thighs up, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change. Slowly lower down, looking to the other side. So look to the left, right ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Send deep belly breaths in and out through your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension. Let the floor hold you up. Next is Locust Shalabhasana. Chin forward, arms straight. Flip your palms down, so thumbs face away from each other, pinkies face in towards each other. At first, arms straight, out to the sides, palms face the floor, knuckles face the ceiling. If this is easy, start to bring your arms underneath you. One day, pinky fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, or if you're grabbing yourself, grab the floor instead. Rotate palms to floor. One day, pinky fingers touch. Spread your fingers wide. Eyes open. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. If your foot's coming way to the left of your head, if your right hip is lifting up, drop your right hip down, keep your two hips in line. Lengthen to lift. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your thigh up. Change, slowly right leg down. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. Press your shoulders down. For my flexi folks, make sure you're not hyperextending the elbows. So push the shoulders down, grab the floor with your fingertips, lift your left heel up, left knee up, left thigh up. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin in, mouth down. I'm gonna be a little bit muffled here, but you're gonna tuck your chin in, so lips on the towel, bring your arms closer, so one day pinky fingers touch, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, and lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder, don't give up, I'm right there with you, mouth down, shoulders down, grab the floor with your fingertips, squeeze your butt, keep your feet together, please, lock your legs, lift your heels up, thighs up, knees up, change slowly, lower down, good, arms out, look to the right, left ear on the towel, toes together, heels fall open. So when we're in the posture, especially when we're able to bring the arms underneath us, it's really great for stretching out all the ligaments, tendons in the arms and hands and wrists. When we release out, it's a fresh supply of blood to the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders, good for healing frozen shoulder, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, arthritic fingers. So the posture itself stretches everything out, but the posture itself also increases our heart rate. So when you release out into Savasana, lots of fresh blood, fresh circulation pumping through the arms, right? Really good posture if you have tight, like stiff joints or tight arms, yeah? Second section forward, bring your arms underneath you as best you can, again, creating that tourniquet effect. Never forcing the body, but if you're a little uncomfortable, that's okay. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. Here we go, 10, 9, 8, you can do it, 7, 6, lock your leg, 5, eyes open, 4, still breathing, 2, lift it up, 3, 2, 1, change, slowly right leg down. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, slowly lift your left leg up. See how high you can lift one leg? Anatomically, this is how high you can lift both at once. Eyes open, shoulders down. Squeeze your left butt cheek, point your left toes, lift your heel up. Change, slowly left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin in, mouth down, grab the floor, squeeze your butt. You can do it. Let's everybody together. Lift both legs up for 15, 14, 13, 12. Lock your legs, 10, 9, eyes open, 8, mouth down, 7, 6, hang in there, 5, you can do it, 4, lock your legs, 3, 2, 1, change slowly, lower down, arms out, look to the left, right ear on the towel, take a slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose, slow inhale through the nose, slow exhale through your nose. Let's keep going. Full locust, Pranayama Shalabhasana. This time, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, all 5 fingers together, point your toes, look up, and fly. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor, rest of your body's in the air. So for this version of full locust, notice if your feet are coming apart, feet together, toes and heels touch. Notice if your arms are in by your sides like you're a penguin sliding down an ice luge. Keep your arms out to the side instead. So fingers in line with the shoulders, perpendicular to the body. Lift your fingers a little higher than the top of your head.
Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down. Tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on the towel. Still breathing. Second set, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Squeeze your buns, lock your legs, let's do it together. Look up and fly, everything lifting off the floor, so nice. So in this posture, we're strengthening the middle spine by lifting thighs and chest off the floor at once. And it's also a nice shoulder chest opener, right? Lift your arms up, it's good for squeezing, toning the glutes, the legs, lock your legs, feet together, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on the towel, toes together, heels fall open. Nice inverse opening through the hips and shoulders. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin on the floor, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. If you can't grab both feet, no problem. Try to grab your right foot with your right hand, left arm out in front, and second set, switch it out. Otherwise, grabbing both feet. Start knees, feet close together, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up, and start to kick. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Excuse me. So in some versions of floor bow, you'll see people on their thighs with their toes flexed. In this version, point your toes, roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still, do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Notice if your knees are way wider than your hips, bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel. So there's many different versions of all these postures, right? In some styles of yoga, like triangle or floor bow or tree pose, those postures might look different. And it's just a reminder, like when you do those styles of yoga, do them the way that, they're encouraged in that class. And then for this one, try like our version of triangle or our version of tree pose. This is a whole sequence rather than tree pose being an individual posture or floor bow being an individual posture. The way that this sequence is created, the version of floor bow that we do here is most effective for the body. So trying to be on the belly button rather than the thighs, pointing the toes rather than flexing the feet, grabbing towards the toes rather than the ankles or shins. Second set, do your best, chin on the floor. You can grab the opposite foot if you only grab one foot, or grabbing both feet, so grabbing just below the toes. All 5 fingers together, get a nice tight grip, don't lose the grip, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up, and kick into your hands. Freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Little sips of air in and out through the nose. This is a nice chest opener, shoulder opener, eventually shoulders rolling back and open, but try to keep the knees and feet in line with the hips, not too wide apart. So full spine back bend, look up to the ceiling. One day see your feet come over the top of your head. Squeeze your butt, point your toes, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on the towel. Wonderful. Okay, at this point, we're gonna push up and hold a plank for 30 seconds. Just generating some more body heat. So elbows in, shoulders apart, heels up, pull your belly in, squeeze your quads, your thighs, shoulders over wrists, looking a few feet in front of you, stomach in. Just building some heat in the body. Okay, great. Come to the top of your mat and towel for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. So start knees, feet together. Put your hands on the floor in front of you. Open your feet. You can also open your knees. Slowly over time, you'll walk your hands back and sit down between your heels. I'll show you from this side. If you're sitting on your feet, lift the hips up a little bit, open the feet and knees more, try to sit down between the heels. If that's not happening today, no problem. You can keep your hands on the floor in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. Never, ever, ever force your knees. If you can sit between your heels comfortably and your knees are still on the floor, keep the knees on the floor, put your hands on your feet. My water bottle, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain, left elbow down, knees never come off the floor. If both elbows touch the floor, drop your head back. If your head touches the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other, look down the center line of your body and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Wonderful. To reverse out, you're gonna put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back wall. Letting everything else stretch out. So again, when we're in that posture, fixed firm pose, we're creating a little bit of a tourniquet effect on the lower body. When we release out, lots of fresh blood rushing to the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. If you do this posture slowly with precision, it's really great for like getting rid of scar tissue in the knees, stretching out knee tightness in the ankles and toes. But if you go too far, too fast, it can hurt, right? So just take it easy, go slow in every posture, but especially in this one. Less is more, until one day less is less, and that's when you go deeper. And you can roll off to the side now, or legs together, arms over your head. Flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, enjoying the stretch. Good, come to the top of your mat and towel, second set, fixed firm. So again, you can keep your hands on the floor in front of you the whole time. It's fun, pretend like you're in Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine. Open your feet, you can open your knees. As you're ready, slowly walk back. If you have big calves, might help to flip your calves out a little bit too. If you can sit between your heels, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, your head touches the floor, tuck your chin and neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Maybe bringing the knees back together, maybe walking the shoulders back closer to the hips. Good, when you're ready, put your hands on your feet, reversing out. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Head faces the mirror, feet face the back wall. I'm just checking the time. We are doing so good on time, go team. Okay, another sit up, legs together, arms over your head, cross your thumbs, tuck your chin to your chest. Keep your heels on the floor, sit up, round your spine, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat and towel, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. From the side, it'll look like this, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Start by standing on your shins. You're welcome to walk yourself into the posture or go down with control, arms up, stretch up, slowly go down. Chin away from your chest. Try to touch forehead to floor, then little fingers to floor. Squeeze your palms together. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. So one day, pinky fingers touch the floor, hips touch the heels at the same time, but make sure palms are still together, tilting the fingers down, try to get wrists and elbows off the floor. As you inhale, reach your arms forward. As you exhale, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come up with a straight spine, belly in. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Every time we release into Savasana, we get this opportunity to really let the back and the whole body stretch out. Feel everything kind of stretching out into this nice flat floor and letting the floor hold you up. Let's do it again. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat and towel. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Palms flat, arms with your ears, chin away from your chest, stretch up, slowly go down. The slower you do, the more strength you build. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, shoulder blade, scapula, even a neck stretch. Sink your hips down, whole spine stretching. Re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change. Slowly come up, just as you went in, arms with your ears, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling. The next two postures are easier without water. If you feel called to drink water, maybe make it a sip rather than a chug. That's a good idea throughout class. You want to come well hydrated. So any water you drink is more of a treat than a trick. Let's do it. Again, you can always roll off to the side if the sit-ups are starting to bother your back. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, round your spine. Wonderful. Come to the top of your mat and towel for Camel Pose or deepest back bend. Just so you can see me, I'm going to be at the back of my mat. Now stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. And if you have tight knees, you're welcome to roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under your knees. I'll show you from the side. Standing on knees and feet, you're gonna put your hands on your lower back like you're putting them in your high-waisted jean back pockets. Push your hips forward. You wanna keep your hips over your knees the whole time. So notice if you're ever leaning back, hips forward. Keep your eyes open, look up, and at first we'll work on the neck and the throat. So you're gonna slowly drop your head back to open the throat and bend the neck. This might be enough. You can keep your hands on your back the whole time. As you're ready, keep your hands on your back, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can see down to where the back wall and the floor meet. Right hand down, grab your right heel, squeeze your butt. Left hand down, grab your left heel, hips forward. Hips over knees, chest up to the ceiling, chin away from your throat. Look for your toes behind you. I want 360-degree back bends against gravitation. So think about lifting your chest up, defying gravity. Jamie, I hope you're enjoying this posture as much as I am. Okay, when you're ready, put your hands on your back. Push yourself up so the head comes up last. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Now, maybe you didn't feel anything and that verb was a walk in the park, but maybe it kind of felt like nauseous or lightheaded or like, whoa, what's happening, a little bit psychedelic. All of that's really normal. This posture is great for stretching the front of the body where we tend to carry tension. So in the last couple of weeks, if you've read the news and your shoulders tense up or oh, you cave forward a little bit, this backward bend is undoing that tension. It might feel awkward or even uncomfortable in the process, but I promise you doing these backward bends makes us feel so much better when we leave the room. So if first set was a little bit rough, always do second set of this one, Camel Pose, but remember you don't have to go very far, you can keep your hands on your back the whole time. Okay, let's do it, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, enjoy the stretch. Good, okay, come to the top of your mat and towel, second set, camel. You can open your knees a little wider too, like 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. So you're creating a triangle with your lower body, stable foundation. Put your hands in your back pockets, push your hips forward, squeeze your back to keep your eyes open, and drop your head back. You can keep your hands at your back the whole time. You don't even have to drop your head back all the way. You can look up towards the ceiling, lift your chin, your nose, your throat. One day head drops back. You can stay here or go back halfway. Eventually or in the future, right hand down, left hand down, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push hips forward, lift your chest up, look back, eyes open, breathing, normal. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on your back first. Come up without twisting your spine. Head up last. Very nice. Go team. Turn around. Savasana. Let the floor hold you up. Be still. Take a collective breath together, knowing we're not alone, even if we're physically separated. Slow inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale through the nose. We continue. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel, rabbit, Matsyendrasana. So we just did a back bend right now, we're gonna round the spine. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. From the side, you're gonna try and grab your heels. So you're gonna make L's with your hands, and then grab your heels, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up as tall as you can, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Ladies with a high ponytail, you might have to adjust your hair here. Okay, you're gonna try and touch forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Now right away, if your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up, pull on your heels, press down through the feet. There's very little weight in the neck and head. It's the full palm grip on your heels, supporting your body weight, suck your stomach in. If there's a gap between your knees and forehead, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, hips down to the heels, change slowly and curl. Vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front, feet to the back wall. Still breathing. Let's do it again. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Awesome. Second set, knees, feet together. Again, often we use a towel in this posture, but if you're not super sweaty, like I have a pretty good grip strength here, you can just grab your heels, stretch up as tall as you can, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Think about articulating each and every vertebrae, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes we need to hear things a couple times to internalize it. So if nobody's told you yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, hips down, slowly pull yourself out, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, head up last, flip your towel, turn around, Savasana. So in my opinion, the message of yoga, especially this class, is love. The medium is yoga, okay? And the technique is discipline, not like Catholic school discipline, but like dojo discipline, right? So if you come into this yoga with a little bit of discipline, a little bit of accuracy, precision, frequency, intensity, you will leave more loving towards yourself and others. And that's the ultimate goal, right? It doesn't matter if you do the standing splits or touch your forehead to your knee, but it's sure fun to try. Finish strong. Untitled with Paschimottanasana. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Wonderful. Turn, face your beautiful self. Forehead to knee, Untitled, right leg out, left leg in. Two legs should make an L or a 90-degree angle, no wider. Heel to costume. Arms over your head, stretch up, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. So eventually forehead to knee with the legs straight, elbows to floor. Okay, if that's not happening today, that's really normal. Just bend your right leg. Touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers. Flex your toes back to stretch the Achilles. Bend elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, stomach in, roll into the left. Change. Arms up, left leg out, right leg in, two heels in line. Stretch up, turn to your left, round your spine, touch your head and knee together. Practice the grip for standing head to knee tomorrow. All 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs under your foot. Nice tight grip. Flex your toes back to your face, suck your stomach in. Bend your elbows down, right elbow down, belly in, right shoulder down, eyes open, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Carefully lie down, let your spine realign, and sit up, arms with your ears. For Paschimottanasana stretching. I'll show you from the side so you can see my back, but also so that my feet aren't just in your face, okay? So in the last posture, Untitled, we rounded the spine to touch the forehead to the knees. In this posture, stretching, we're gonna keep the back flat, so one day forehead will come to toes. At first, knees bend, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Eventually, legs are straight. If your legs are straight, lock your legs to get your heels off the floor. Keep a nice straight spine, so you wanna hinge at your hips rather than rounding at your spine, chin and chest, up, belly in. If your legs are straight, start to bend elbows down, going down with a flat back, stomach to thighs, pull, chest and knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come up, turn around, Savasana, very nice. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Awesome, okay, second set, head to knee pose, right leg out, left leg in, arms over your head, stretch up, turn to your right, suck your stomach in, touch your knee and head together. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down. If your leg is straight, lock your leg, try to get the heel off the floor, elbows down, elbows to floor, left elbow down, left shoulder down, stomach in, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in. Make sure your two legs stay at a 90-degree angle. Notice if your legs are super wide apart, keep your legs like an L, like Linda. Stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. This is the last of the head to knee compression postures. If you can touch your forehead to your knee, you are rounding your whole upper body over half of your lower body. It's a great way to strengthen the abdominal wall and squeeze into the internal organs as you round, stretch through the neck. Bring the whole spine, elbows down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs up in front of you. Carefully lie down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Good, second set stretching. Bend your knees if you need to, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left. You can pull your butt out from behind you if it helps you, it helps me. Stick it out, lift your chin and chest up, belly in, and start to pull.
Lead with your heart, not your head. Probably a good idea when you leave the room too. Notice if your toes are turning in. Flex your toes back to your face. Bend elbows down, belly in, stomach to thighs, chest and knees. Flex the pinky toes back. Stretch forehead to toes. Good, change. Come up, turn around, Savasana. Awesome. Relax your jaw, chest, and hips. Let the floor hold you up. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And a slow exhale through your nose. Even towards the end of class, there's time for a little bit of stillness and breath. Last posture is a spine twist meant to reset your back after all of your hard work. Should feel really good. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Arms with your ears. Good, beautiful. Face yourself in the front mirror, Matsyendrasana spine twist. I'll show you 3 options. If you're tight, sit crisscross applesauce. Take your left hand to your right knee, right arm behind you, twist. If that's easy, straighten your left leg. Lift your right leg up and over, touch your heel, hand, and knee together. Left hand up and over, grab your left knee with your left hand. If that's easy, bend your left leg so one day hand, heel, and knee touch. Right hand behind you like a second spine. Inhale, stretch up, belly in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. I'll show you from the side. Feel each and every vertebrae twisting. So notice if you're sitting on your left foot, slide the left foot out, roll to the right, 2 hips on the floor. You can keep your hand behind you for balance. If you're leaning way back, walk it in. If you can balance here, take your right hand off the floor, grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up, belly in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Change, unwind, swap out your legs. So again, 3 options, sitting crisscross applesauce. Take your right hand to your left knee. Otherwise, right leg straight, left heel to right knee. Otherwise, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee corner. Left arm behind you, right arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your right knee with your right hand, heel, and knee touch. Look down. If you're sitting on your right foot, slide it out of the way. Roll to the left. Evenly distribute your body weight on your butt cheeks. Inhale, stretch up, belly in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half line. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up, pull your belly in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Very nice. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Good for you. We started class with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. Then we end class full circle with another breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. Kapalabhati breathing, skull shining breathing, breath of fire, good for your lungs, your abdominal wall. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, face your beautiful self. So ideally, you'll sit in firm Vajrasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. So it's a nice flat back. Okay, if that's too much for today, you can sit crisscross applesauce or with your legs out in front of you, placing your arms wherever helps you keep the back supported. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. In this version of Kapalabhati, it's different from other styles of yoga. Exhale through your mouth. And as you exhale through your mouth, snap your belly in. So when the stomach relaxes, the inhale will happen on its own. The exhale is quite audible. The inhale is very subtle. You can't hear me inhaling, but it'll happen naturally. It's pretty cool. So lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Sit up straight, eyes open, look straight ahead. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself in the front here. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. This time, close your eyes, open your arms and legs. Stay a while. When it is time to get up, please get up peacefully.
Thank you all so much for coming to class. It has been unexpectedly meaningful for me to know that we're all practicing together even when we're physically apart. So thank you guys for joining me for class today. If you have any questions, you can email me at hollyhancockyoga@gmail.com. This class is free. If you want to make a donation to me, you can Venmo me at Holly Hancock or PayPal me. If you have any questions about that, let me know, but I'm happy to just give you guys this class as a gift from me to you. Thank you guys all so much for your support and your love. I love you all. Stay safe, be well, drink lots of water, drink lots of water, drink lots of water, and then you can come back tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm teaching a noon 60 on Instagram Live. Friday, I'm teaching a 6 p.m. 30-minute guided meditation. Saturday at 10 a.m., I'm teaching a 90-minute on Zoom. You can message me for the link. And Sunday at 4 p.m., I'm teaching a 60-minute on Facebook Live. Thank you all. Bye. Thanks, Olivia.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, friends.